What's up, everybody? Just hitting you up. Got a couple of things to talk about, but probably just something that I always talk about because I know that if I don't talk about a particular topic, then people never watch my videos, which is kind of random, but oh well. This does happen to be my favorite subject, and that is none other than Brandy, um, who right now is just, in my opinion, uh, banging on y'all, you know? Um, so she's come out with there's a new unreleased track called Bring It Back. And at first when I heard it, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be okay. You know, I usually like anything that she puts out. But I'm listening to this song and like I think like some music just kind of falls to the background while you're doing something else. I'm listening to this song and then this part just start playing, and I don't know if it's just the part that I start listening to, but I said I'm gonna play that for y'all. So listen to this part and tell me what you think, because this is when she just gets her mojo, you know. Blowing now. That's my part. Okay, that part right there. Here it goes. I can listen to the same part out the whole time. Your favorite could not do that. So I'm saying, I listen to this song and I'm like, gosh, Brandy is amazing. Like, vocally, I don't know about other stuff, I don't really, contrary to popular belief, like I don't just like pop her CD in and then pop some other female's CD in and say, I wonder which one is better. Like, I just like Brandy because I think that she's, a very intuitive and intelligent singer, But, one of the things that's really driving me crazy is just like the promo, like for Brandy. And I think that whenever you meet somebody who like maybe bought Aphrodisiac or maybe they got Full Moon, like they will always tell you that, like, you know what, I really don't know what happened with the promotion of those CDs because they were so good. And I'm thinking the same thing too. Like, it's just like, it's a trend. It's like, part of me wonders if it's a Brandy thing, is it a record label thing? Like, what is it that kind of halts Brandy? Kind of like she kind of gets there's that momentum for the second single, and then it just kind of dies, like as far as promotion goes. And I'm wondering, like, if it's just a manager thing or what it is. But when I listen to this CD and I listen to some of these unreleased tracks, like, sometimes, an artist will come out with a CD and you'll listen to the unreleased track and you'll be like, oh, this is stupid. Like, I can kind of understand why this didn't make the album. Brandy comes out with unreleased tracks and you're like, are you serious? I was just reading I was just reading. She had says in an interview that when she met Chris Brown, like he was mentioning songs that she had never put out on albums, like songs that you have to, YouTube, like to hear. And it's crazy because like Brandy is one of those artists that like even the stuff that you never hear on the radio or like stuff people call album fillers. Like I will admit that I'm one of her biggest fans, and I'll admit that on Aphrodisiac, like I skip Turn It Up, like because I'm not that kind of guy, like I don't listen to that. That's not my thing. Like maybe sometimes I would listen to Sadiddy because it was kind of like the fierce side of her, but not really my thing. But like when I listen to songs like Drum Life, and you got to wonder to yourself, like, who's in charge of this? Like, and not to say that every album on Human is not dope, but it occurs to me that one of the reasons why Brandy is as underrated as she is because it feels to me like the people around her, like her record label or her management or whoever, like is not stepping up and saying, what, we're gonna push this record like until we can't push it anymore, and I mean that kind of drive that, I'm critical of Beyonce a lot, but Beyonce did something with that last album where she was like, I don't care if the record label doesn't support, these extra 15,000 singles and videos that I'm about to make. I'm gonna make them because like they are good enough to have the American public and the audience hear and say, what, I like that. And I want Brandy to have that fierceness and say, what, like I believe so much in this record, I believe so much in this album that what, I might have to put my own stuff, I might have to put some of my own resources into making sure that this works. And like I think that especially these last two albums, they're too good like to give up after that second single, or after the record label says no more. Like you got to keep pushing, and Brandy has to find some way to become relevant to this younger audience who's like, who's Brandy? Me personally, I know who Brandy is because I was just a little tyke, when Brandy came out. I think maybe I was like in middle school or something like that. So she was like my Miley Cyrus, if you will, But now it's time to, win over those young audiences. Not necessarily trying to be pop, but Brandy can just be herself and make it happen. So I'm rooting for her. I'm supporting everything that she does. And I hope that people don't get mad that I have criticism for her, the record label, or whoever. I think I've afforded the opportunity to share these feelings where Brandy is concerned because I have been with her every step of the way and will continue to do so. So yeah, what do you guys think?